Hey everybody, today's episode is going to be a vlog. I have a lot of chores I got to get done, a lot of tasks to get this thing one step closer to putting back out on the market. A lot's happened since the last video. I did change my phone, and a lot of my video was on my phone in the video editing software, and it all got lost. But I'll get you caught up right now. Essentially what we got is front bumpers done. It got bedlinered, and I got the plastic moldings put back into place. I need one clip because it broke, because I'm extremely buff, and I need to go ahead and replace that clip. That'll make it so it sits right. I replaced the headlights and the tail lights. They were both, as you can see in the other video, just wrecked. I got black housing with some LEDs, and in the back there's just regular black housing. Really cheap eBay taillights, headlights, just something to make the truck look a lot cleaner. And you don't want to try and polish a turd, for lack of better words, but you do want to make something presentable. And small details, that is something I'm going to keep going over. Small details are what make the big difference. Lights, the wheel wells, the chassis. I sprayed the wheel wells with the undercoating. I did the chassis with an undercoating, suspension components, stuff like that. You want to clean all those things up, make them look nice. I think when you're trying to get a car ready to sell, it's very similar to a woman. You know, she could have a gorgeous face, great body, but she's got ratchet nails and head lice, and her teeth are yellow and got holes in them. Like, small details, guys, okay? Because that girl looks real good in the club, but you wake up the next day, you start seeing some bugs crawling around on your pillows. Tell me I'm not the only one that's been through this. Anyways, I digress. My point is, the small details oftentimes make the world a difference. And where I'm coming from is a standpoint of detail, meticulous, small things. When it's your own personal vehicle, you're going to want to take more care, more time. But when it's somebody else's vehicle, a car you're just trying to flip, pay attention to small details, do your job right, and get a good flip, man. But for now, what we're doing is we're heading to Walmart, the loveliest place on earth, filled with only the finest individuals. And I'm going to try and get in and out of there without getting stabbed, mugged, or pregnated. And I'll see you on the flip side. Walmart trip successful and completed. Although I'll still be taking a day after pill. You must always take precaution when going to Walmart. It was a pretty successful trip. I got what I needed. I didn't see any bolts in there. I really need some bolts for that LED bar, but I can pick that up on the way out to the shop. For now, I got a bunch of masking material, plastic, tape. I got hose because my air hose isn't quite long enough to reach outside. And when you're doing bedliner, you either have a really good shop that's made for kind of bedliner application, or you do it outside, because one, a little fly landing in your bedliner is going to ruin the paint job, and two, that stuff gets everywhere. You know how they say sand gets everywhere? And I have a Tijuana trip to testify to that. Bedliner gets in more places. Like when I take this day after pill, for instance, chances are it's going to come across some bedliner along the way. So, I will see you when we get to the house. Okay, and there we have it. Got the pressure washer all loaded up. I'm gonna need it because I have to clean out this mess. Looking real nice. I got the LED light bar, 52 inch. That's ready to go in. The wheels got done last week. They're painted and looking a lot better. I've got kind of this obnoxious spiked lug nut set up here for an aggressive look. Really, this whole thing's just going to be a more aggressive, obnoxious truck. That's kind of the angle I'm going for. Taillights, like I said, I got them done. Wheels again. Side mount exhaust, loud as usual. Looking like she definitely is a little bit more well put together. If you look in here, you can see I got the HIDs installed. Oh, I suppose those are LEDs. Sorry, those are LEDs. Front bumper's all done. Looking way better. That's that part where I said I need a clip. Fortunately, it didn't go together very well. I did the wheel wells. Tried to clean it up a little bit. Painted the chassis down there. Suspension. It was really gnarly, rusty, ugly looking. It definitely needed some help. But now, we're off to make this mess disappear. Got it all cleaned out. Bed's looking real good. Obviously, it's seen better days. It's definitely had some use. Most importantly, we're gonna go ahead and do everything we can to change that. Today, probably not gonna be able to do the bed. I gave it a thorough wash, but I'm worried about some contaminants and grease. It would seem that they were loading up motorcycles in the back of this thing, dirt bikes, something. There's a lot of grease, a lot of two-stroke oil. I definitely want to give that a couple more washes before we go ahead and spray there. But as far as the outside, I'm doing prep with the sander here. 80 grit, 180, 320. Really don't need to be too precise, but we definitely want to knock down some of the big stuff. When we're using Bedliner to spray, there's a lot of leeway there. But again, since it sticks to everything, we got some bags here, really cheap and expensive. I like to use the house painting bags that they put on the floor or whatever, or windows. I'm not sure what they even use these for. Plastic drop cloth. These things are cheap. They're just doing exactly what the expensive stuff does anyways. It's to mask. So I buy those. Get your tape, super cheap if you get house tape. This right here is for undoing my tail lights, third brake lights, any kind of lights or anything really that we need to remove. This is going to make it fast and easy. You got your bit set because Dodge uses a different bit for everything. Ideally, we get this thing all squared away and it should look pretty good in a few minutes here. Let's go ahead and see what happens, but inevitably it's going to be night and day better than it was, and that's the goal of this whole thing. We're not trying to make a fortune off the truck, we're just trying to make a profit.